Hello and welcome. I'm Gary Norton, and I want to create a reference video that shares my professional background and some of the key experiences I've had in my life. I'll refer to this video from other content I create. That way I can focus specifically on those topics without repeating stuff that nobody cares about. Except my mom. She cares. Hi, Mom. I started in 1991 with WordPerfect, later acquired by Novell, and at the time, both of those companies were considered industry giants. While I was there, I progressed through tech support, IT, and various system architecture roles, but I eventually ended up specializing in database replication, user identity management, and global email administration. In 1996, I joined a small team of specialists where I was the lead server architect for major global trade shows such as the World Economic Forum, Comdex, and Networld Plus Interop. We implemented cutting-edge technology for essential services at high-profile events. We provided critical feedback on alpha and beta products, and we influenced the feature sets for multiple vendors and products. We also supported Novell's top executive, the most prominent being Eric Schmidt, who later left Novell to become the CEO of Google. After 9/11, both the industry and the market changed. At this point, I transitioned into the private sector. My previous coworkers and I formed a company that offered services similar to what we did for Novell to other major tech companies such as Intel, eBay, Symantec, Landesk, and Ivanti. But we also began to expand into custom software development and e-commerce, which I loved. We still have some of our original clients who have been with us for over 22 years. We've managed multiple successful e-commerce sites, some generating over $1 million a month. A few years after the formation of that company, my partners left for other opportunities, and I became the sole shareholder of what is now known as Odin Development Corporation. Since then, we've continued offering e-commerce, server, platform, database, and DevOps support. We've worked with a diverse range of clients, including Franklin Covey, the Albertsons and Kroger grocery store chain, Silicon Slopes, and the Utah Grizzlies hockey team. Over the years, we've used multiple programming languages like Microsoft C# and Visual Basic, Java, Perl, Ruby, PHP. These projects were all built on top of physical servers or cloud infrastructure platforms. We also use DevOps for managing our systems. However, while I was doing this, on the side, I was also involved in multiple small business startups. The companies ranged from candle making to mobile app development, focusing on mental health. It was about this time I began to seriously consider that I may have an undiagnosed form of ADHD. And I laugh about it only because it explains so much about my life. I do plan to look into it further, but right now it doesn't seem interesting enough to warrant my time. And the reason for that is my current focus on AI and emerging technologies. I believe AI is the single most important technology I've seen in my life. And I don't say that lightly. When I was a kid, we had black and white TVs and corded phones. The space shuttle missions were just starting, and everything since then. This is bigger than all that. That's why I started Over 50 AI. I want to leverage the decades of experience that we all have. I want to explore the new workspace and find job opportunities supported with AI and SaaS for myself and others. And I want to figure out a way for us to improve our abilities while we strengthen our weaknesses. I want to overcome ageism and work past the traditional retirement ages. So come join me in the community and let's explore this path together. It's just the beginning.